Hello and welcome. Thank you for being here today. This is where we turn vision into reality, one thought at a time. The topic for today is the law of cause and effect, basically to discuss why nothing happens by chance. We will explore one of the most powerful, yet often misunderstood universal laws, the law of cause and effect. Now, you've probably heard the saying, everything happens for a reason. We say it so often that it almost becomes a cliche. But the truth behind it is profound because it is not just a comforting idea, it's a universal principle governing the fabric of creation itself. This law tells us something incredible, and that is nothing happens by chance. Every single thing in your life, every result, every relationship, every success or failure is an effect. And behind every effect, there is a cause. You and I are not random beings floating through an unpredictable universe. We are part of a cosmic system that runs on precise, dependable laws, laws that never fail, laws that are always working, even when we don't see them. The law of cause and effect says simply for every cause, there is an effect, and for every effect, there is a cause. When you truly understand this, you stop feeling like a victim of circumstances and start realizing you are the creator of your circumstances. So let's try to understand the principle. Let's break it down. Every thought, feeling, and action you take is a cause. And every circumstance, result, or condition in your life is an effect. This law is as reliable as gravity. You don't have to believe in gravity for it to work. If you drop a pen, it falls every single time. The same goes for cause and effect. It operates whether you are aware of it or not. Now imagine your mind as fertile soil. Your thoughts are seeds you plant. Whatever seed you plant, love or fear, abundance or limitation, confidence or doubt, the soil doesn't discriminate. It will return to you whatever you sow. So if you're not happy with the harvest you're getting, don't curse the field. Go back and look at the seeds you have been planting. Your present results are a mirror of your past thinking. You cannot change the harvest that's already there, but you can change what you plant next. That's where your power lies. Now let's talk about the invisible causes. The challenge is that most of the causes in our lives are invisible. They exist in our thought patterns, emotions, beliefs, and paradigms. Those deep programs running in the subconscious mind. We live in a cause and effect world, but we have been trained to focus only on the effects. My job isn't satisfying. My partner does not understand me. I never have enough money. My health is failing. Those are all effects. The real question is, what are the causes behind them? Maybe the cause is habitual worry. Maybe it's a belief like I'm not good enough. Maybe it is an emotional pattern of fear, guilt, or unworthiness. Until we address these inner causes, the outer effect won't change. Everything is created twice, first in our mind and then in form in the world. That means every effect in our lives, every dollar in our bank account, every relationship, every condition began as a thought originally. Thoughts are causes, and life is the mirror reflecting those causes back to you as your reality you're living in. Now let's talk about the science of vibration and cause. If we discuss it from a scientific perspective, this law aligns perfectly with what quantum physics tells us. Everything in the universe, including you, me, the chair you're sitting in, is energy vibrating at a specific frequency. Your thoughts and emotions are not abstract. They are measurable energy frequencies, and every frequency attracts back a matching vibration. And that's why law of vibration supports the law of cause and effect. Your dominant vibration, which is determined by your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs, becomes the cause that dictates what kind of experience you attract. In simple terms, you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are in terms of frequency. If your inner state is worry, resentment, or fear, you emit that frequency out there. And by law, you draw experiences that match it. If your inner state is peace, gratitude, and purpose, you attract harmony, opportunity, and support. You cannot cheat this law. You can't hope for abundance while living in fear. Because the universe doesn't respond to what you say you want. It responds to what you vibrate in terms of frequency. So let me present some examples in everyday real life. Let's look at a few examples, practical human everyday situations that we all have, experienced. The first thing is health and well-being. You might say, I didn't choose to be sick, but the law of cause and effect reminds us illness often has emotional or mental cause long before it appears physically. Stress, resentment, guilt, these emotions change the chemistry of your body. It has been shown that repeated negative emotions create biochemical patterns that can suppress the immune system in your body. On the other hand, emotions like gratitude, joy, love, kindness release endorphins and boost immune response and literally change your gene expression in the body. The cause is energy, but the effect is biology. You are not powerless. Your thoughts are medicine. The next example is in relationships. Let's say you keep attracting partners who are emotionally unavailable. It might look like bad luck or coincidence, but in reality, it's not chance. It is cause and effect. If deep inside you hold the belief, I'm not worthy of real love, that vibration goes out like a silent radio signal, and you attract people who mirror that same belief back to you. When you shift the cause by knowing your worth, by setting new standards and boundaries, by loving yourself first, the pattern breaks. A new kind of person appears because your energy has changed. The effect always rearranges itself to match the new cause and vibration. The other example I can discuss is in success and money. So wealth is not just financial, it is energetic currency. Money flows to people who are open to receiving it. If someone believes money is hard to get or rich people are greedy, they are just planted the cause of scarcity in themselves. That belief repels prosperity in real world. But if they start thinking money is energy and I'm open to it flowing through me for good, the entire vibration changes. They begin to see new opportunities. People appear, ideas flow, and resources multiply in their lives. The cause is mental, and the effect is financial. And you can basically start taking back your power if you think like that. Once you understand this law, you reclaim your power. You stop asking, why is this happening to me all the time? And you start asking, what is this showing me about the causes I have been setting in motion in terms of what I have been thinking or my vibrations of thoughts? That's a complete shift from victimhood to mastery. The truth is you're always at choice. Every moment is a new cause. If you want a different tomorrow, you must create a different today. Change your thoughts, your emotions, your inner dialogue with yourself, and the universe must rearrange itself to reflect that. This is not optimism. It's physics. You are a creative being living in a responsive universe. Always remember that. Let's discuss how to work with this law. Let's go deeper into how to consciously use this law to transform your lives. Step 1 is awareness. Start by observing your life without judgment. Ask yourself, what areas of my life are working beautifully, and what areas keep repeating painful patterns in my experiences? The areas that don't work are simply revealing causes that need upgrading. For instance, if you often feel stuck in relationships, maybe the cause is a fear of intimacy or rejection. If you constantly struggle with finances, maybe the cause is a subconscious belief that wealth is not spiritual or that you must struggle to earn it. Awareness is the first step because you can't change what you can't see. The second step is a shift in the inner cause. Once you see the pattern, you can consciously create new causes. That means changing your dominant thoughts, emotions, and actions. You do this by replacing limiting beliefs with empowering truths, using affirmations, visualizations to plant new seeds basically in your mind, practicing gratitude daily to raise your vibration. For example, if your old belief is, I'm always alone, replace it with, I'm surrounded by love and beautiful connections. Then feel that as real, because feeling is what impresses the subconscious mind. You're not just saying words, you're transmitting a new vibration, basically, and the universe will respond accordingly to that vibration. The second step is aligning your actions. Thoughts and emotions set the inner cause, but action anchors it in the physical realms. If you want love, act lovingly. If you want success, take steps toward your vision every day. If you want better health, nourish your body. Don't wait for the effect to appear before you act as if. Act as if first, and then the effect will follow. It has no choice. You can't reap where you haven't sown, but you can always begin sowing new seeds. Every action, every small, consistent, function that you do in your life sets powerful cause in motion. Now let's discuss the spiritual perspective of this. On a higher level, the law of cause and effect isn't just about material result. It's about soul growth. Every experience, whether pleasant or painful, is part of your spiritual evolution. What looks like a setback may actually be the universe arranging conditions for your awakening. Sometimes you might plant a cause and not see the effect right away. That's because divine timing is also part of the law. Everything ripens at the right moment. Just as seed doesn't bloom overnight, your desires need gestation time. Trust the process. Be patient. There are no coincidences. There is only the unfolding of causes, meeting their rightful effects. Even what we call karma is simply this law operating across time. Not punishment, but balance. What you give, you receive, in thought, in word, or in deed. That's divine justice. And I've also wanted to talk about the chain of causes. Every cause sets off a chain reaction, like a ripple effect. When you smile at someone, that energy might uplift them enough to make a kind decision that changes someone else's day. Your vibration ripples through the field of consciousness. That means your responsibility is immense, but so is your creative power. Imagine if millions of people began consciously choosing causes of peace, love, and unity. Wars would end not by treaties, but by vibration, because the collective cause would create a new collective effect in the world. You and I are part of that shift. Every thought we think contributes to the whole. And I also wanted to talk about the role of faith and intention. Faith is the bridge between cause and effect. When you set a cause in motion, say by declaring a vision or setting a goal, faith keeps you aligned during the invisible phase when nothing seems to be happening. This is where most people give up. They plant the seed and dig it up every day to check if it's growing. You must trust that the universe is working in your favor. Unseen forces are aligning to bring your cause to the real world. Hold your intention with love and not tension. Know that what you desire is already in process. So tonight, let's recap. You live in a lawful universe. Every thought, emotion, and action is a cause. Every result in your life is an effect. There is no such thing as luck, fate, or coincidence, only the precise unfolding of the law. If you want to transform your life, start where you create things, when your creation begins in the invisible world of thought and feeling. Choose thoughts that empower you, feel emotions that uplift you, act in harmony with your highest vision. Don't fight the effects, change the cause. If your relationships are stormy, sow causes of kindness and understanding. If your finances are dry, sow causes of generosity and service. If your health is weak, sow causes of self-love and discipline. As you do this, you will begin to see the outer world rearrange itself magically with mathematical precision. The right people will appear in your life. Opportunities will unfold in front of you. Synchronicities will line up in front of you, and you'll realize they were never coincidences at all. They were effects of causes you set in motion consciously or unconsciously. You are the sculptor, not the statue. You are the author, not the character. You are the cause, and life is your magnificent effect. So plant your seeds wisely, water them daily with gratitude, faith, and love, and trust that in divine time, the harvest will come beautifully, abundantly, inevitably, because in this universe, nothing and absolutely nothing happens by chance. Thank you so much for being here. Until the next time, this is Afsane reminding you your future is calling.